Cochran, Omar, and Jalen Royals. But Cochran and Omar are doing a good job. They're all doing a good job, but they're probably a little closer than Jalen is. Always a tough day as we go forward through today. We haven't officially done anything, so I can't answer any questions on who's here and who's not. But Veach will get you all that going forward. So you can hold off on those, on the questions of who's making it and who's not making it. But other than that, we look forward to the challenge coming up here to play the Chargers. We know they're a good football team, and it'll be a little different setting being in Brazil, but we look forward to heading south there to Brazil. So anyways, with that, time's yours.
Without getting into the who's here, who's not here, how do you handle a practice on a day like this when you're practicing right before the deadline?
Yeah, you'll see it out there, part of it at least. We go about it. How's that for an answer? We'll have a good one today.
Andy, when you went back and watched the film of the preseason game, what stood out about the offensive line as a group?
Yeah, Sam, I thought they did a good job. I thought they against what I think is a pretty solid defensive line, defensive front. I thought they held their own. They blitzed a little bit, so it gave you an idea versus a blitz. They were able to handle that pretty good and going in the right direction in the run game, so on. But I thought they did a pretty nice job after looking at it.
How forward of an outing do you find it for Kingsley? Kind of settled in, it seemed like, in that one.
Yeah, I just think the more he's able to, play next to Josh, I think is important. There's got to be communication there. And so Josh is new, and Kingsley knows all the stuff. It's just making sure that his partner, sidekick's got it, and then, Creed inside working with Creed, and Creed making his call. So you're kind of in the middle of those three when you're sitting in that spot, and you got to be able to listen a little bit, and at the same time be able to make your own calls. But I thought he did good. I think the more reps he gets in there, it's the better he'll get.
Just a thought on bringing Derek Nottie back.
Yeah, I think just good inside player, and you can't really have enough of those guys. He knows the system, so getting back in there, I think, is a positive. And Brett, we're always a little heavy on O-line and D-line. I mean, that's normally just to make sure we've got those areas filled.
Andy, I just wondered, it seems like a lot of rookies have been productive for you guys. A lot of that goes back to the front office and scouting and things like that. You've been a lot of places. What do you think makes this place unique when it comes to just scouting guys, figuring out who's going to be on the roster, potentially getting new guys in the building that are going to help you?
Yeah, well, I think Brett's, in my mind, he's the best in the business. I think you ask around the league, and you probably get a lot of yes, that he's really good at what he does. And I think the best thing he does, he communicates with everybody. Not only does he have a good eye for talent, but then he talks to the coaches. He utilizes his staff and trusts them, and you end up with a product there. He has to make that final decision, but it's still he's using people and making sure he covers all the bases that way.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Okay.
The season opener, how do you feel about the wide receiver group?
Man, like I said, we got a really good group. I'm excited just to get the season going. I mean, it's another season, year 2, big year for me.
We got to see the first team offense for a little bit longer than last preseason game. How do you think that went for that group?
I think we came out with a lot of excitement. I feel like that's just kind of been the morale of the group. Everybody came out juiced, ready. I feel like we didn't want to come out, so we was having so much fun. But I mean, I feel like that's just kind of our core right now. Our Coach Reid says all the time, let your personality show, and I feel like we're letting that happen.
That 58-yard pass to Tyquan Thornton, I mean, obviously explosive deep down the field play. How much of that is sort of like a preview of what's to come for this offense?
Man, that's something we were doing all camp. That's what we worked on, and that kind of didn't surprise me. It happened in the game. Taekwon's been catching those all camp, and he's really been showing up. So, I mean, this just shows the work we've been putting in.
How much is having somebody like that, because you're the typically downfield guy, having somebody else who can do that, open things up for you to maybe even do some stuff underneath?
Man, I feel like anybody could do that in the room right now. I mean, Rasheed could go do that. So, I mean, that just shows like the camaraderie and what we got going on in the room. Everybody could go make a play at any moment, so they have to respect everybody on the field.
Just in general, what can the speed of all you guys maybe mean for what this offense can be in 25?
I feel like it could open a lot of things up. I mean, we got Trav running all the underneath the routes, whatever he needs to run, and we got guys like me, Hollywood, Rasheed, Taekwon to take the top off. We got the intermediate game. We got just like, you have to play the whole field with all of us on the field.
Xavier, we see a lot of social media posts with you and Rasheed and Hollywood in the same photo. But I don't think you've played a snap on the field together, have you?
Nope.
Nah. But, I think we did one.
Maybe one in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what is that going to mean if you guys all get on the field together and kind of show what you guys can do all together?
I feel like a lot of what you've seen this past weekend, guys just out there having fun, making plays.
Seems like a lot of you guys had a good camp, good preseason. How confident is this team kind of going into the season?
Man, I feel like things didn't end how we wanted to last year, and I feel like guys like Chris said it well in the locker room. Like, how are you going to get better? How are you going to adapt and thrive off the situation? Are you going to come back better? Or are you going to come back still soggy and mad that you lost? So I feel like a lot of guys in the offseason came back with a chip on their shoulder, more conditioned, ready to work.
How much time have you had, or do you have, Xavier, to really learn about Brazil, both from a work standpoint and obviously someone who's perhaps never been there before?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I knew about Brazil from Fast and Furious. Yeah, so I don't really know too much.
Well, what was that like? I mean, is that sort of the first thing that came into your mind when you realized that's the schedule?
Yeah, remember that part where he was like, "We're welcome to Brazil." Yeah. I don't know too much about it though.
Xavier, what stands out the biggest difference if you could backtrack to where you were on this day last year? They're formulating the roster. You'd never played an NFL game. Like, what do you feel differently right now?
I feel like just the aspect of knowing the playbook and knowing what I'm expected to do. So I feel like last year I didn't kind of know like what was going on or how things are going to flow, and I kind of know the flow of things now around here, so it feels a lot more easier.
Kind of related to Jesse's question a bit, just when you guys are all on the field together, did you feel things like just opening up differently in the preseason with just a collection of you on the field than maybe there was last year?
Yeah, I feel like definitely for sure. I mean, in preseason, I don't know, it's a little bit different from year 2 and year 1. I feel like I was kind of more comfortable, so I feel like I was kind of moving a lot more faster early on. But I feel like it just all kind of clicked and everybody was working and moving how they were supposed to.
Last one.
Xavier, what does this day like in the locker room when you have some guys who are kind of waiting to find out if they're going to make the final 53-man roster or if they might be playing elsewhere this season?
I don't know. Everybody that I'm talking to, we still normal self, laughing, joking around. I mean, this is probably like one of the funniest rooms I've been around too, so it's just stayed normal.
After endless speculation following a heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 59, Kansas City Chiefs All-Pro icon Travis Kelce finally silenced the rumors last week, officially declaring he will return for his legendary 13th NFL season. The 35-year-old superstar opened up about his life-changing decision on the latest viral episode of his record-breaking New Heights podcast. His brother, Jason Kelce, wasted no time getting raw and direct. Why risk your body? Why take less money when you could retire and still live like a king? Why play again? He pressed. With a knowing laugh, Travis admitted that financial trade-off was the hardest battle he had to juggle, though his answer carried more heart than humor. Beyond football, Travis has already conquered Hollywood, starring in 5 episodes of Grotesserie, signing on to Adam Sandler's much-hyped Happy Gilmore 2, and fronting Amazon's smash hit Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? Yet the empire doesn't stop there. Together, the Kelce brothers secured a jaw-dropping $100 million deal with Amazon for their podcast, transforming their bond into pure business gold. And still, with global fame, blockbuster roles, and endless wealth at his fingertips, Travis chooses the grind, the glory, and the game. With all of that considered, His choice to return felt surprisingly clear despite millions pouring in off the field and limitless new doors opening every day. The truth is simple, Travis Kelce passionately declared, "I absolutely love the game of football. I live for it." That raw fire drives him forward. He still believes he can dominate at an elite level, maybe even surpassing last year, a season he admits left him frustrated. "It wasn't my best. I let my brothers down more often than I lifted them up. I hated how it ended. That bitter taste fuels me," he revealed, his words dripping with intensity. At the heart of it, beyond fame, beyond money, it's always been football. Yet, 2025 now looms as the final chapter of his current Chiefs contract, setting the stage for what could become one of the most electrifying free agent sagas in NFL history if he chooses to keep going. And no story of Kansas City's recent dominance can be told without mentioning global superstar Taylor Swift, whose love story with Travis has ignited pop culture, transformed stadiums into global spotlights, and catapulted the Chiefs into a realm of fame sports alone could never reach. Luckily, ESPN's groundbreaking docuseries The Kingdom, which captures the Chiefs' dramatic and heartbreaking failure to secure a historic third straight Super Bowl in 2024, does exactly that. Speaking to people at the star-studded Sunday, August 24th premiere of the six-part sensation, team owner Clark Hunt revealed it gives fans an intimate and surprisingly emotional glimpse into Travis Kelce's fairy tale relationship with Taylor Swift. "There are definitely fresh elements in there, things even we didn't know," Hunt admitted on the glowing red carpet. "We all lived through Taylor joining the Chiefs' kingdom, but hearing her perspective on walking into that first game was completely unique. That unforgettable debut came when Swift lit up the stands during the Chiefs-Bears showdown in September 2023, sparking the wildfire of Tavi's mania that still hasn't slowed. Since then, the global icon has become a radiant fixture at Arrowhead Stadium, often waving from luxury suites while passionately cheering for her superstar boyfriend. And while Swift herself skipped the premiere night, Kelce walked proudly alongside his parents, Donna and Ed, stealing attention with family warmth. In a heartfelt moment, Ed confessed that his son's magnetic energy, his unstoppable happiness, and his ever-cheerful spirit can be credited to one powerful influence, Taylor. "There's absolutely no doubt about it," Ed declared at the Kansas City event, praising Swift's surprise appearance on Travis and Jason Kelce's new